Hope everybody's having a fantastic night, fantastic day, fantastic evening or morning, whenever you might watch this video. So we're gonna do that 89 Topps free break tonight. This morning, it's like 1:30 a.m. I think. And here are the winners. Kevin Kirk, Johnny Waldeck, Austin, and Chris Bolton. You guys all wanted 89 Topps except for Austin. Sorry, buddy. 89 Topps, I get it. It's got the better cards in it, and they're not going to be bricked. So there's some great rookies in here. You have Biggio, Randy Johnson, Gary Sheffield, John Smoltz, Jim Abbott, I think. I don't think Griffey's in the traded, unfortunately. And you have a lot of big names, big Hall of Famers, big names, Felix Furman, like Boddicker, Walt Weiss, things like that. Just a reminder that this movie is not Jaws 3, in case you couldn't tell by the cover that it doesn't say Jaws 3. Got some top loaders, some sleeves, in case we get some of the rookies, which I'm expecting to. And we'll start with Kevin Kirk. I'm just going to move these off the table because I don't have a lot of room here. I'm going to take the whole stack out. So this is Kevin Kirk's stack. Kevin, good luck. Tossing the wrappers and the box. So I'll look at right off the bat, Kevin Kirk. Fortunately, it's got wax stain, but it's a John Smoltz rookie first card. Pretty cool. I might have to readjust this camera. I don't want anything too crazy on here. All right, so Keith Hernandez. Man, that's some nasty wax stain on that. Pete Smith. Got the Ozzie Smith. It's a nice card. I'm not going to hang out on everybody. Mike Schmidt. Good pack. And Wade Boggs. His eyes are a little funky there. Didn't he say he could turn invisible, right? That he had some type of ability. I don't remember his eyes looking so bizarre on this card. Turn back the clock with Hammer and Hank. Stay away from this man, or keep your kids away from him at least. There's Mike Boddicker. Speak of the devil. Speak of the Boddicker. Angels and John Smoltz. We'll put that in the sleeve. It's a pretty good pack. Next week it will be probably between 91 Studio, I don't know, 91 Ultra, 91 Studio. I can't remember if it's 90, 91 Upper Deck or 90 Upper, and 88 Score. So I have a feeling that nobody's going to really pick an 88 Score, but I like it. Hope everybody's weekend was great. Bill Doran caught the wax. Usually when I get these packs, I kind of end up throwing away the back card regardless. DeWitt, got a Orel Hershiser. Bill Doran. I hope you don't want, I don't think anybody wants those. Jones. Dawson. Tommy LaMangia, and that guy. Had our annual jiu-jitsu barbecue yesterday, which was a blast. Had a nasty headache. Woke up with it. And Andy Bennis got the wax, and Brian Harvey got the gum. But we played volleyball, and man, was that a blast. I forgot how much I love volleyball. Good color on these cards. Lou Whitaker. Galarraga. Who's that? I don't know. Checklist. Chili Davis. Terry Griffin. Andy Bennis. Evil Dead 2. One of the greatest horror movies ever made. I think. Funny. Weird, you know how it isn't. This over a little bit. Isn't a Sandberg. It's not a remake and it's not a sequel, but it's a remake and a sequel. I forget. I used to know the reason behind it. Wes Gardner. I thought it was Clemens. Mike Greenwell. Tejada, Neil Heen. Then you have I like Army of Darkness. I don't love Army of Darkness like other people do. A lot of people really love that movie. And I get it. It's fun. It's funny. Kind of did more for Bruce Campbell, I think, either of these movies did. Jeez, this gun sounds like hail on my roof.
Ron. I'm Ron Hasse.
Like Stanley, Gary Pettis, Will Clark, Nolan Ryan, Al Nipper, Orestes Destrade, Campbell. I don't want to say his name. I don't like that man. But the first Evil Dead is just awesome. And I like the remake-ish, whatever that was. It's kind of like this in a sense, because at the end, spoilers if you haven't seen it, you hear, or does he show up, Bruce Campbell, at the end and say groovy? So it's implied that it's not a sequel. Pat Tabler, Paul Molitor, Eric Shaw. Ugh. We talked about the tops, convicts and criminals. Eric Plunk would be the captain of Team Smashable Face. Future stuff. That dude, he looks like he's got some bodies. Yeah, he looks like he's got some bodies on him. Or somewhere. Boy. I noticed, I watch a lot of channels. It's hard to keep up with the card channels and music channels and whatever stuff I'm into at the time. But I noticed out of Redline, a lot of the channels that I watch, the kind of card community and collectible, Kirby Puckett, Boom, ideas, and I got a Conseco, seems to have more problems with relationships between collectors than other types of channels I watch. And lots of people fight with each other and things like that. I'm not talking about a particular person or persons, but just something I've noticed over the past 6 months or so. And Roger Clemens, Bill. I don't remember this card one bit. I know every card in the set, and I don't remember this. Got some nice hair though. Billy Wilson, Buddy Bell, Ryan. I was talking with somebody, I can't remember who it was. This is Kevin, this is your last pack. Got some good cards in here so far. Hopefully you get another one of the key rookies out of here. Jim Gott, Frank Iola, Brian Fisher. Ricky Jordan, Kirk Gibson, got Doc, Sal, Sisk, Reed, and Franco, who's got the gum. So, Kevin, that is your stack. It's in a top loader for you. John Smoltz rookie, and some Hall of Famers. So I don't have your address. I'm going to pin my email at the top, and just shoot me over your address. Excuse me 1 second. This safe place. Okay, next is Johnny from Ohio, I believe. Johnny won another giveaway I did a while ago, and Johnny, you're getting bottom left. And I sent him some Cincinnati stuff, Tops 90 Flair update with Frank Thomas. And talked to him a bit through email. Seems like a very nice guy. Hopefully I pull something nice for you, because I like nice people. If you're a card following, it's that, what's it called? Mail away shirt card. Jim Gantner, Moose Stubbing or Stubing. He looks, if there's ever been a Moose Stubing or Stubbing, it's that man. Brian Downing, Juicy Brian Downing. He was using something in the 80s. Shao, Perez, Trammell, Reardon, Strawberry, Ramon, the brother that wasn't, Bobby Bowe, and Gary Carter. Lots of big names in that. So yeah, I noticed that a lot of the, my cat, I don't want him to jump up. He's so fat. There you go, buddy. A lot of interpersonal conflicts and things of that nature within the card community and collectible community in general. And so I was thinking of when, this has nothing to do with Star Wars, but when The Last Jedi came out, a couple of people, or a YouTube channel that I really like called Red Letter Media. Some of you probably seen it, I'm sure. They didn't give it a good review, and neither did 50% of the audience apparently. And they got a lot of crap from the fan base. And one of the guys from the channel made a post on Twitter and he said, let movies enhance your life, not define them. And that quote always stuck with me. And I think, and this is, I'm talking to myself as well here, because I think all of us that are into collecting things have that bug. Same back and forth, I think. Ryan Wolfhard. It's easy to get really too deep in this stuff. And Don Mattingly. See all these cards. There's a little ding on this top part I don't like. But by the way, this box was donated by Chris Weaver, who has been on everybody's channel, I think, and mine since I started it, and been so kind to me, and everybody else as well. Very nice guy. He is the opposite of the stuff I'm talking about right now. And I just want to plug this man too. I meant to have this in here. Dear someone who's also been extremely kind to me. Where was I? Man, these packs are kind of repeating. I hate that. In another world, this card's big bucks. Frank Robinson, Park Kelly. So I think it's the same thing should apply with these type of hobbies. The collecting cards and being involved in different communities like this should enhance your life and not define it. And if it does define your life, unless you're a little kid, because you have no real discernible personality yet, or most kids don't, except for the Wrath of Cain, who's like a 46-year-old truck driver who's sending his first kid off to community college. But if you're an adult, or if it's your business, if this is your business, I get that too. But this should not cause Jake Buhner problems in your life like that, and it shouldn't define you. And I'm not, like I said, this is not about any particular person or persons. It's just how easy. Don't even think about it. Come on, buddy. Ugh. I think it just is. You can get caught up in things like this very easily, and feelings of jealousy or inadequacy or arrogance when it comes to certain, owning material things. And just remember, it's supposed to be fun. Roger Clemens. And that's kind of why I like the junk wax stuff. I do like higher end products, and I like new cards. But there's a certain innocence about this 89 Topps, like that I appreciate. And I talk to guys. Oh, there you go. Got the Gary Sheffield. Very nice. And it's a nice looking card too. Better yet, you got the Ken Oberfeld. Let's sleeve this up for you. Let's take a look at it first. The only thing I not caring for is like some the texture looks poor, but it's scented really well. The corners are sharp. It's a nice looking card, man. Congrats. What the heck was I saying? I can't remember. Oh, the older junk wax. It's fun because no one's going to be. It is what it is. It's not worth a lot of money, and it's just a fun thing to do. And I've seen grown men getting upset about. Sorry, buddy. Stupid things about with this stuff. It's just. Take a step back. Remember, they're just baseball cards. It's fun. It's just Terry Blocker. Just think about Terry Blocker. And if this does define your life in your over 12 like business, then I don't know what to tell you. Shouldn't listen to me anyways, because I am a moron. Mike Maddox, Dennis Lamp, looking very happy, staring at the sun. Those are my favorite cards. See, now this, Schmegma, probably was stored somewhere where it got some water damage. Luckily, the Smoltz and the Sheffield were in pretty good shape. Stubbs. Now, there is a Franklin. I think not this one. I don't know. There are a couple errors in this, and I think the Franklin Stubbs is the most valuable error in this. I don't remember what it is. So, Johnny, when you get these, you should check on that. Gossage, another Clemens. We went to Rhode Island today to buy the second part of that collection that I purchased before, and there are some really nice cards in there. I had seen the pictures with an email, but they weren't the best quality, and up close, some really, really good vintage cards in there. One of them is going to be, you got the Bonds. Not a rookie or anything, but still Barry Bobby. It's still Bonds. I can't talk. So let me top load this. And Johnny, congrats on your Sheffield. That is your stack. I think I still have your email, but if not, I will talk to you. Now, Austin, I believe. You're getting top right, Austin. So yeah, there's a lot of good cards in the set, in the collection that I bought. There was a box of cards in there that I didn't, she just had the picture of the box and not the cards inside. So I have no idea what's in them. I had my girlfriend pull a few out while we were driving, and I saw some 91 Flair, which, whatever. So Austin, you are up, buddy. Austin's a really good guy, kid. He's a person. He breathes air, and I'm sure he eats food as well. He is a human being. So right off the bat, you're on fire with a Marty Barrett, Joe Price, Pete Rose. I had to drive into Rhode Island, which is, anybody out there who's ever driven through Rhode Island, through Providence, man, Jack McDowell looks like Slender Man. He looks like he got stretched out in a pasta maker. Ron Gant, Gold Cup. I hate driving through Rhode Island. The worst drivers I've ever seen in my life. I know I'm in, right outside Boston area, and we get a lot of crap in Massachusetts, but New Mexico had the worst drivers I've ever dealt with. And Truth Seeker Jason's in New Mexico, and he's from Ohio, and I've talked about it, and he agrees. Every single time I left the house when I was there, I would see an accident. Every time. It was unbelievable. Cal Ripken. So, Kevin Mitchell, he sucks. Julio Franco. One of the cards, Steve Searcy, future star. Roberto Alomar. Roy Snyder, he was a hot ticket for a minute. The one of the cards I got, I'll say, most of them I wanted to be a surprise for the video, is a Wade Boggs rookie at Topps. Now, I was very generously given one by Chris Weaver, and I happened to get one out of a pack recently as well. So the Wade Boggs is going to be either a giveaway, or I'll give it to somebody who's a Red Sox guy, but I don't really have a lot of Red Sox guys. Probably part of a giveaway. 500, I want to do something really, really cool. I'm not sure yet. I have some nice cards to give away. Some autograph stuff. I don't know. I'm thinking about doing something else. Well, maybe something on top of that. Roger Craig, Jorge Bell. Remember when Mo Vaughn tossed him? I'll tell you that every single time I go buy a George Bell card. I gotta remind you that Mo Vaughn tossed it. Remember when Pedro tossed him? He gets a bad rap because Don Zimmer is built like a bowling ball, right? And when he's coming at you, when Don Zimmer's hot and he's coming at you, you got to do something. Pedro Martinez, did what anybody would do. He just grabbed that giant melon of his and gently nudged him. Now, because of his girth, and the way gravity happens to work around Don Zimmer's big old grate, he fell a little bit. He took a little bit of a roll. It happens. It happens to me all the time. Gary Thurman does not look right. But in all seriousness, I always thought he was really doing everything he could to not hurt Don Zimmer. He probably could have been a little bit more gentle, but he's Pedro Martinez. He hits people in the head with baseballs for fun. He doesn't care. Looking at different GoPro type cameras, and fall's coming up, so it means metal detecting and arrowhead hunting and things like that. But also, I do a lot of thrifting, and I like to resell a lot of stuff. Eddie Murray, Kevin Kaufman. So I want to just get one, put it on my chest, and kind of take you all along when I go thrifting. My mother is big into antiques. I grew up with it, so I have always had fun with it. And, I don't know if you guys want to see that, let me know. I know there's a lot of people that do the same thing, but I'm going to do it anyway, so I might as well record it. Israel Sanchez. Luke McGee, Profound, Colin Fisk. Come on, Austin. I want to give you something good, not a Cecil Espy. I think Sterling comes out this week, right? Home in Sterling, which I will not be purchasing because they are very expensive, and I have you just can't almost never recoup your money back on that stuff. He doesn't look like the villain from Karate Kid. What's his name? Not Joey. Tommy? Is that his name? Dave Pointless. Dennis Eckersley. Come on, Austin, your last pack. Open. This cover used to scare me whenever I go to the video store, in a good way. I never felt like, never had to close my eyes when I walked by it, but it gave me a weird vibe. Phelps, John Moore, lots of Kurt Young, Rio, Phillies leaders, Brad Moore, and Dave Mead. So you got some Hall of Famers and some semi-stars, and all-stars, and some bums, and that's the way it goes. That's for the 89 Tops. Maybe for 500 I'll do, I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be some free breaks, but on higher end stuff. Maybe I'll give away 3 items and then a couple giveaway spots. Or the prizes, if it's 3 items, 2 of the prizes will be 4 people per prize, so it'll be 8. I don't know. We'll see. Chris Bolton. I'm in. Wish you luck. So far, we've only had the Smoltz and the Sheffield, so hopefully we get that Biggio and that Johnson. Unfortunately, you have old Cold Hands working his anti-magic on these cards. Bo Jackson, it's a great card, great player. Flannery, Don Slaw, Ricky Ward, Charlie Hoof. Steve Hojo, Lake. Remember Ricky Lake? Man, what happened to Ricky Lake? She got thin. She did Crybaby. I love Crybaby. I love John Waters. You guys like John Waters? Man, I love it. Crybaby. I think Crybaby was the blonde girl, and Crybaby's girlfriend. I say a drink or something. Was may have been my first crush. It was her, Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and Kelly Bundy, and a girl that lived down the street. Bill Wegman, Steve Balboni, my neighbor, or Chris. Man, Chris B is the winner tonight. Gold Cup Sabo. I'm gonna put that aside because we're gonna top load that for you. Poor Dave Dravecki. Ozzie Guillen. This rookie's 88, right? Oh no, who am I thinking of? 88. That's an Aussie. Sandy Alomar, future star, sort of. Ty Griffin, not a future star Now I've lost the Sabo has got me all messed up. Oh, John Waters. Multiple Maniacs, I like. Pink Flamingos. Oh, I forgot about this. There's another okay rookie here. Kunkel. My uncle. Hey! Oh, that's not Greg Max rookie. What am I doing? Getting excited over nothing. Rob Deere. Mark Grace. Steve Avery, rookie. Jim Abbott, rookie. Right behind the suite. I'm going to sleeve that up. Underrated Jim Abbott. Now the Steve Avery, well, I don't know if he gets the top loader. Well, I'll top load these after. What else did he do? Cecil be demented, right? He sucked. Polyester's my favorite John Waters movie. Tom Glavine, not a rookie though. Gary Reedus, Ken Caminiti, Monty Farris, Quaby. But yeah, John Waters, I love that ultra trash. But yeah, Ricky Lake, so she was in that. The girl Hatchet Face in that, or whatever her name was, I think she died recently, a couple of years ago of cancer, but she was a lawyer. I can't remember what kind of lawyer, but a successful one. Ooh, Todd Burns is going on. Both these guys can go on Team Smash Face. Who else was in the kid in it? The tall greaser, Hatchet Face's boyfriend. He was in Bob Ventura, rookie. Burke Blyleven. He was in I think Northern Exposure. Kind of like Keanu Reeves type guy. He had Iggy Pop. What's the girl's name? The woman's name that was. Shoot, she was like abducted by some like radical group in the 70s. I can't remember her name. She was in Crybaby. Joe Cotta. Big Pen. Ward. Dawson. Yeah, then Ricky Lake. She lost all that weight. And I don't know what she does now. To be quite honest, I don't really care. I'm more interested in what Sally Juicy Raphael's been up to. She's still, I don't even know, she might not be alive anymore. But Ty Griffin. Another Steve Avery. Another Jim Abbott. Man, you got the, looks like you got some, my mother used to watch Phil Donahue a lot. Never cared for any of that type of stuff. Makes me feel bad when I see it. Maury Povich, all those daytime talk shows, such garbage. Rick Roden. So, final pack. I kind of want to open something else up. This is kind of quick. You know what? I am going to open up something else. Wally Backman, Jeff Reed. Quaby again. Don't know why I say it like that, like an absolute clown. So, you got double Abbott's. Make a wish. I wish I had a hand. That's what he would say. I shouldn't, I shouldn't tease, but then again, he was a star pitcher who made a lot of money. So, I don't feel that bad. And the save always getting top loaded. I'd get that graded, but I don't think PSA goes up to 50. Yeah, I do have something else over here. A couple things I'm gonna open up. This video, I'm really going for like 35 minutes. I like to go long. long and deep. Look at that. I love practical effects. I couldn't see it. Someone's in my fruit cellar. Alright, so Chris Bolton, you got a couple Jim Abbotts, you got some other Venturas in there. Chris Sabo, Chris Bolton, you're gonna have to email me because I do not believe I have your address. And I should have these out hopefully by the end of the week. I got a lot of stuff to do this week, but it will go out. And let's see what else we got. Austin, you didn't really hit much, but I have stuff for you anyways, so you can get in that. Let's open some of this stuff. It's junk. It's rubbish. It's kind of what it is. Sorry, buddy. I got one of these too. Let's open these big ass card 87 Donruss. Shane Rowley, Charlie Hoof, Keith Hernandez, Brooke Jacoby, got a Ryan Sandberg, he's gonna have that Chi-Town, Jim Rice, Darryl Strawberry, got his rookie tonight in a pack, Cal Ripken Jr., Fernando Wolf, Intense Fernando, Steve Barfield, Murphy, Winfield, and Dave Smith. These things are ridiculous and should never have been made. So, World Class Athletes 1992, Certificate of Limited Edition, document certified that this is a limited edition 60 card set of class, blah, 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 blah. This is number 151,377 out of only 295,000. So, I mean, probably a mistake. These are so rare for me to open it up, but what the heck. We got 2 packs. There's a checklist on the back, but let's be surprised. All right, that is Carl Lewis. I do know that. He is a cheater. And I don't know if he's cheating, if everybody is using drugs, but he certainly was using some stuff. And these are absolutely bricked. This may be the most brick I have ever seen in my life. I can't even bend them. And I got strong hands. Are you kidding me? I smell weird. I'm getting scared. Oh my God. I have never seen cards brick this bad before. Look at that cut. 6'2", 175. You know, I thought to myself, maybe there'll be some kind of cool cards here I could get graded or something, you know, some oddball cards, but who is, oh my God. Leroy Burrell. Oh man, the left side of these are like cement. What if I had a heart attack right now trying to break these? People walked in, they see this in my hand, and I die trying to like break a brick of classic cards. That's how I die. Look at this. I shouldn't even bother. There we go. Aquaman, Melvin Stewart. Only Melvin I like. Melvin Junko. Come on. Jackie Joyner Kersey. Did she dope? Did she use something? Or is this? Oh my God. Dan O'Brien. I have 3 or 4 of these, so I don't mind. Charles Barkley. I know that man. Yikes. Oh, it's Oscar De La Hoya. Young Oscar De La Hoya, dang. Never was a big De La Hoya fan. I thought it was Greg Louganis on the back. I was wrong. Who's that? I know that face. Patrick Ewing. Michael Johnson. Look at that. Unbelievable. Classic. Your quality control in 1992. I don't know. Maybe it was great. These cards are... Anybody listen to Dungeon Synth out there? I really like listening to that stuff. There's a John Stockton. There's a channel called the Dungeon Synth Archives. I love it. Scottie Pippen. It's just kind of lo-fi. Most of the time it's pretty lo-fi. Women's basketball. Jim Courier. And it's just very lo-fi synths. It's kind of concept album-y sometimes. I was listening to a guy, usually it's just one person, called The Herbalist earlier on Bandcamp, and she's kind of cute. Wendy Lucero Shays, or Lucero Shays. The Herbalist. I don't know, what am I talking about? So why is this card different? Oh, To Be Settled. So this is like a, almost their insert type card. Pistol Pete. What's his name? Pete Sampras? I took tennis lessons when I was a kid. Hey look, it's Deion Sanders. And my tennis teacher died of AIDS not long after, unfortunately. I also took a lot of golf lessons. Golf is hard. I've done a lot of different sports. I think golf, for me, was always the hardest. Look at this. I don't even want to bother. I just wanted to see if there's any baseball guys in there. Deion Sanders. Gonna go watch the movie When Worlds Collide from 1951, I think, or 53. Never seen it. Heard the show The Boys is good too on Amazon. I don't know if any of you have seen it. This girl's kind of Jennifer Capriati. She's kind of cute. She looks like a NASA scientist or something. Larry Bird. All right. What does this say? Bella something. He looks like a bad man. All right, I think I'm done with these because my joints are gonna friggin' fall apart. I'm gonna induce arthritis at this age. All right, whatever. Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this break. 89 Tops is in the books. Didn't get the Johnson, the Biggio, unfortunately, but we got the Sheffield, the Abbott, and the Smoltz, and a lot of other Hall of Famers. So next week, I haven't decided yet. Like I said, 91 Studio, 91 Ultra. I can't remember if it's 90, 91 Upper Deck, 88 Score. I don't know what else. I'm gonna have to go get some 89 Don Russ too. So I know people like that. I like it. I'm concerned about the Ultras because I don't want them to be too bricked, and for two reasons. One, I don't want to send you guys cards with paper loss, and two, I don't want to sit here and fumble around trying to carefully remove cards from one another. If anybody has any suggestions of some good budget breaks, I'm all ears. Hopefully next week I'm going to get a box of 97 Flair Metal Universe for myself because I really want them. I've always wanted them, and it's like $80, and it's just a weird set. But maybe if I'm feeling good, I'll buy a couple boxes, and maybe I'll put that in maybe like every 4 breaks, the 5th one will be a little bit nicer product. Maybe something we'll call like the dark years break, something from the later 90s, early 2000s. So tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have the video of the collection going through, and we'll all go through the box of mysterious cards together and see what's in there. Probably junk, but oh well. And that's it. So check the top comment for my email address, and if you've won, and send me a confirmation. And you know, even if I have your address, just send me an email, and I'll get your address and I'll have these out. So thank you guys for watching. Oh, by the way, this is not Jaws 3.